Look, Mark, no hands. If your MR2 came with power windows, then you'll know that there's a dual stage switch on the driver's side that allows your window to go all the way down automatically. You might also know there's a common modification to allow an automatic up function with, again, that dual stage switch. Unfortunately, Toyota didn't give us a simple way to do the same modification on the passenger side. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to do the auto up on the driver's side, and I'm going to show you my new modification to allow automatic up and down on the passenger side. This is my automatic passenger window modification, the Auto Win. Let's start by explaining how this modification works. Without that dual stage switch for the passenger window, you've got to find some other way of activating the automatic mode. And on my modification, that happens by pressing both the switches in the same direction. So if you press both switches down, the passenger side window will latch to the movement of the driver's side. And with the automatic down function on the driver's side, both windows will go all the way down. Likewise, if you pull both switches up, the passenger side window will latch to the driver's side again. And if you've got the auto up mod, that will bring both windows all the way up. That latch obviously cancels once the driver's side window stops moving. However, if you want to cancel it beforehand, all you've got to do is tap the passenger side window on the driver's side control in the opposite direction and the movement will immediately stop. So this plug and play modification allows you to use your windows as a pair without otherwise getting in the way of how you would normally be using your windows. Unfortunately, with the stock Toyota controls, you can't come up with an automated passenger window that's independent of the driver's window that won't also get in the way half the time you're trying to use your windows. So let me show you how to install this. Carefully prise up the window controls from the front, making sure you don't break the clip at the back, and then remove the two wiring plugs from the unit. A quick point about automatically closing windows: it's your responsibility to make sure they're legal where you are in the world, and also you need to make sure that you are supervising them for safety. I am not responsible if little Johnny gets his finger stuck in the window whilst you're not looking. To do the auto up mod, we need to remove the switch gear from the faceplate, and we'll do that by removing these three screws. If your faceplate has a broken clip on it, I also have a solution for that. Check the card in the top right hand corner or a link in the description. The driver's window switch, here shown on a right hand drive model, has two elongated tabs that restrict its movement. By carefully cutting them down, we can regain that two-stage movement that is required for the automatic feature on the driver's side. You should now be able to move the switch like this. Now prise off the cover to the printed circuit board. We need to solder a small diode between these two solder pads, with the cathode, which is normally the striped end, towards the centre of the board. It would be neater but more fiddly to place the diode on the correct side of the circuit board, but placing it on the underside like this is easier and works just as well. A solder socket would be useful to prepare the pads, however this is still a fairly simple soldering job. The circuit board is a simple mirror image between right hand drive and left hand drive variants. Once the soldering is complete, you can reassemble the window controls. In general, the passenger side window is slightly slower than the driver's side, so the Auto Win has a feature to give a small kick to the passenger side window to ensure it fully closes once the driver's side has stopped moving. To ensure the Auto Win is plug and play with unmodified cars, this is disabled on shipping. To re-enable this feature, free the white wire attached to the outside of the Auto Win and uncover the crimp terminal on the end. Then remove this 3-pin plug, which has a space waiting for that white wire. Insert the terminal, making sure the terminal clicks into place, and then replace the 3-pin plug, making sure you cover all 3 pins. Finally, we can fit the Auto Win into the car. Slide it into a cavity just in front of where the window controls would be. Connect the Auto Win loom to the door loom and tuck the connector just slightly up behind the door card. Connect the remaining plugs to the window controls. Finally, insert the rear of the window controls into the door card and then rotate down, pressing firmly at the front to secure them in place. So there we have it, automatic windows up and down, passenger and driver's side on your MR2. You can find this modification now on geekoftheroad.com. I aim to ship worldwide. And now I've just got to say thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you liked what you saw, and I'll catch you again next time on Geek of the Road.